Say hello, everybody. It's about Tally here at OG Gamers World and OG Gamers Live, and we're back. And today I'm going to show you a little bit more about setting up your UAD Apollo Twin Duo Heritage Edition. And we're going to cover some things that I did not cover in the last video, but are pretty important. I do have the Apollo Twin hooked up, and I'm actually using it to do the audio in this video. So hopefully you can tell the difference. In the last video, I walked you through how to download UAD Connect, register your device, authorize your plugins. But I want to come back over here and point this out, that UAD Connect only shows 8 plugins, and we've got them installed and authorized. When you come over and you launch your console, you go to add plugins to your channel strip for the first time, and you open up your plugins. It's going to look something like this. That the main difference is I have all the plugins that I own authorized, and anything that's just a demo, I have it hidden. However, when you first come over here, this may very well only show 8 plugins. That happened to me and another gentleman, and I think it's a very common problem. 8 plugins, like I said, is not all your device comes with. In my case, mine came with 26. So if you come in here and you only see 8 plugins authorized, what you need to do is find your UAD meter and console panel. Now, I have mine already on the desktop. You may have to go over into programs and find it and launch it that way. And when you do, it's going to look like this right here. Click the little 3 lines right here in the top left corner. That's the menu. Click that. Scroll down to plugins. Click on plugins. Click authorize plugins. And that's going to activate the rest of the plugins that came with your device. And then when you come back over here, you'll see that everything that came with your device is now activated. And as you can see, I'm already running 3 plugins. I'm using it on the audio in this recording, which brings me to why I went with the UAD Apollo Twin Duo Heritage Edition. I would really like to have had one of their bigger interfaces, but it was way outside my budget. And I do a lot of podcasting, a lot of live streaming, content video for YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Amazon, and here in the shack that we fondly call the studio, it's extremely a noisy environment. I have talked about this in a lot of other videos, and I have to use RTX Broadcast to remove the background noise. The more background noise RTX Broadcast has to remove, the more it colors the audio, and not always in a good way. And I was looking for a way to fix that. And if you've been following this channel for any amount of time, then you know that I was robbed last August. And up until that point, I was using a Behringer X32 console, which included built-in rack effects, you know, de-essers, EQs, compressors, you name it. And I was able to use that in a lot of my audio and my video production. I no longer have that. And all the streaming software that I have access to only recognizes VST2 plugins. Well, VST2 plugins are pretty well obsolete. Just about all the plugins I have are either AAX or VST3 because I use Cubase Pro. Most of your DAWs no longer support 32-bit plugins. In fact, Cubase won't even see or recognize a 32-bit plugin. And most of your 64-bit plugins are now VST3. So if you're one of the software manufacturers that are creating the live streaming software and you're still using VST2, please update your software to support VST3 and make our lives a lot easier. But because in the meantime, I'm having to spend a lot of money that I cannot afford to to use the plugins that I have. I needed to be able to host the plugins on my device in order to implement them in my streams. I don't want to have to go over and record separate audio into a DAW and edit it in my DAW, come back over into my live streaming software and use it, or because it's almost impossible for me right now to create a workflow where that would work in a live stream. There are ways to do it, but it presents its own unique problems, and I just didn't want to go that route. And this was the solution. I hope that helps. Now, I do not know everything there is to know about the UAD environment. I'm learning as I go along. If you have any questions, ask me, and if I don't know the answer, I will find the answer. If you have any ideas or suggestions on things that I can do to put it to better use, let me know in the comment section, and I'll look into it. And if I use your suggestion, I will mention you in a future video. I hope that helps. And I'm trying to keep these videos as short as possible. So be sure you click that like, that subscribe. If you're here on YouTube, click that notification bell so you get notified when we have new content going up or when I go live. I tend to stream almost 7 days a week, and I do have several videos going up here this week, and I'm trying to get into a schedule where I have at least one going up every week. I can't promise that, but I'm trying to get back into a schedule where I have content coming up weekly or bi-weekly, and your support matters, and we appreciate it. So until next time, this is Vitali over here at OG Gamers World, OG Gamers Live. Y'all stay safe wherever you are in the world today, and I'm out of here.